Hey guys, welcome to Our Space in Your Space. I'm Jess, and today we have a heart opening flow designed to open up your chest, stretch out your shoulders, and just expand from your heart space. So when you're ready, grab your mat and let's get ready to rock and roll. Alright guys, so today we're going to go ahead and get started in mountain pose, coming to the top of the mat, placing the feet hip distance apart, toes pointing straight ahead. Take a moment here to just lift the shoulders up to the ears, rolling them back and down as you exhale, gently allowing the shoulder blades to plug in together, coming down the spine, already beginning to feel this opening through the chest, expanding from one shoulder to the other, allowing yourself to feel the grounding sensation of the feet, finding the four corners, lifting the toes, and then just kind of settling in here. I invite you to close your eyes, allowing yourself to transition into your practice from whatever the day has looked like thus far. Whatever you have following your practice today, just allowing that to sit on the back burner, so to speak, so that we can invite ourselves to just be mindful in our practice, really listening and connecting to our body and moving from that space. On the inhale, feeling this upward lift in the front side body, feeling the kneecaps lift, the quadriceps contract. And as we exhale, shoulders plug down further from ears, grounding through the back side of the body. Keeping this awareness, we'll start to find some breath with movement, bringing a little life into the legs by bending the knees, wiggling the fingers. As we inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead. As you exhale, bend the elbows, expand through the chest, mini back bend. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, forward fold, navel to spine. Feel free to take a moment here, bending one knee, then the other, kind of just shaking it out until you can come to a moment in a forward fold that feels comfortable, opening up the back side of the legs, lifting up from the hips. On an inhale breath, we find halfway lift, fingers on the earth, shins or thighs. As you exhale, forward fold, ground down. Inhale breath is going to take us all the way back up to the top. As we exhale, hands come apart, shoulders open, bend at the elbows. Inhale, fingers reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale breath, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, just like that. Inhale, take it all the way up. Grab a nice deep inhale breath. Exhale, bend the elbows, expand through your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time as we exhale, plant the hands, step the legs back, take it into your plank position. Shoulders stack the wrists, pressing through the heels. Lift the navel up to the spine. Find that long length from the crown to the heels. As we inhale, shift the weight forward onto the tippy toes. And as you exhale with control, slowly, as slow as you can, bring the whole body down to the mat. Nice job. Go ahead and release the tops of the feet back down to the ground. And we're going to bring our arms out nice and wide, almost like a field goal post here. Bringing the forehead to the mat. And just allowing yourself to take a moment here to breathe. Taking it into cobra rolls, we're going to open up our legs about as wide as the mat, your two big toes finding the corner edges of the bottom. Staying up on tented fingerprints, bringing your hands or your arms into that 90-degree angle. As you inhale, think about peeling the front side body off the mat, pressing into the hips, coming all the way up, looking up. And as you exhale, coming down to the mat, unrolling one vertebra at a time. Inhale breath rolls you all the way back up. Exhale breath brings you back down, keeping the feet planted into the earth. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take it back down. Let's try one more, just like that. Inhale breath takes you all the way up. Look up to the sky, smile. Exhale, breath slowly brings you back down. Nice job. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Legs are going to come back in, touching. Tuck your toes. Take a big, nice big breath. Inhale. Exhale, press up, plank pose. Take it back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs here a little bit in down dog, just like in our forward fold.
Get some of the blood moving. Stretch out the back side of your legs. Beautiful work. Look up to your hands. Your choice here. Step, hop, or float. Feet meet the hands back at the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, rise up. Inhale, breath takes you to the top. This time, handprints come together. Interlace, release your pointer fingers. Inhale, lift through the torso. Look to your fingers. And as you exhale, mini back bend. You don't have to go too far. Keep hips square in the center. Inhale, breath, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, plank pose. Taking your first vinyasa here, inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lowering all the way to the belly or halfway to chaturanga, releasing the tops of the feet to the mat as you inhale, upward facing dog or legs on the earth for cobra. Taking it up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, breath, left heel down, right leg lifts all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. Keep your shoulders nice and square here, so try not to open up through the chest too much. And on an exhale breath, go ahead and bend the right knee, draw the heel into the glutes, and just start to open up through the hip socket. Nice job. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. Exhale, drop it back down. Go ahead and pedal out the legs here, and we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, right heel down, left leg to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can, point through the toe. Actively push the heart closer to that right thigh, pressing through the hands. Exhale, breath, flex that left foot. Draw the heel into the glutes. Start to open up the hip. Beautiful. Breathe here. Inhale, breath brings you back to center. Exhale, drop the leg down. Look up to your hands. Inhale, breath, bend the knees. Exhale, hop up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, take it all the way back up with your inhale breath. Interlace the fingers, drop the shoulders. Inhale, lift from the torso. Exhale, draw the arms back. Keep the biceps in line with the ears. Lift up to go back. Inhale, breath, take it all the way up. Exhale, breath, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, plank pose. Feel free to take a vinyasa here or skip it as you find your breath. Just reconnect here, listen to your body, and do what works for you. Inhale, breath takes that right leg back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bends the knee. You can stay here, or maybe you flip it all the way into wild child, dropping that right leg behind you, reaching the right arm up to the sky, lifting up through the front side of your body. Strong body brings you all the way back through, three-legged dog. Exhale, right leg comes in between your hands, plant your foot down, swivel on that back heel. Inhale takes you up, warrior one. So, we're in warrior one. Feel free to get there however you need to. Hips are square to the front of the mat, pulling the right hip back, pressing the left hip forward. Be mindful not to cave into the inner arch of that left foot. Roll through the back ankle, bringing a big presence to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Arms reach up with an inhale breath. Breathe here. So the heart rate's going to start to climb on you. Just bring your breath with you. Don't be afraid of it. Use the breath. As we exhale, hands are going to swim behind you. Interlace the fingers. Press the hands down as you lift the chest up. Hold for your inhale, and as we exhale, begin to bring the torso forward. Keep pulling right hip back, coming into humble warrior. Now this could be where you begin and where you stay today, or maybe you come inside that right thigh a little bit more, keeping the foundation of our feet. Try not to grip through the toes, pulling the arms back and up a little bit more, as comfortable as it can be. Keeping that right knee stacked over the right ankle, hugging the right hip into the center line. One more big inhale for me. Now as you exhale, break the hands free. Bring the left hand inside your right foot. Come off that back heel, so we're in a nice low lunge.
Press through that back left heel, and as you inhale, turn to the right. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Get a nice twist here. Keep hugging right hip into that center line. Try not to let it kick out. You got it. Exhale, breath, right hand comes down. We step back. Vinyasa here with the option to keep right leg lifted. As you inhale, shift the weight. Exhale, lower with control. Find your flow. Reset with your breath. Let's go ahead and take that to the other side. So an inhale brings right heel down. Left leg reaches all the way up to the sky. As we exhale, we bend the left knee, draw the heel in. Staying here, or wild child. Bringing left leg behind, reaching the left arm up to the sky, lifting up through the hips, opening up the front side body. Bringing yourself back through center, take the inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step left foot in between the hands. Grab the ankle if you need support, help it get there. Also, you can modify here by dropping the right knee, bringing the arms up, catching your balance, then coming off that back heel, bringing that back foot down, and finding your warrior one on the other side that way. Coming in, reaching the arms overhead, finding the foundation in our feet. Exhale, breath, hands swim behind us, interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles down and along that backside body, lift up through the chest. Exhale, draw navel to spine, pull that left hip back as you lead with your heart, coming forward inside that left thigh, humble warrior. Nice job, you got it. Breathe, smile, you can do it. One more big inhale. Exhale, we break free. Right hand comes inside left foot. We come off that back heel. Inhale, breath takes you to the left. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Hug left hip in. Press through that back heel. Open up the chest. Exhale, breath, left hand comes down. Step the left foot back. Option to keep it lifted as you flow through your vinyasa. Nice work. Inhale, lift, up and back, downward facing dog. All right, nice work. So this time we're going to go ahead and go back into that left leg first. As you inhale, right heel down, reach the left leg all the way up to the sky. Press your heart back towards that right thigh. And as you exhale, look to the hands, step the left foot in between, swivel on that back heel, find the 45-degree angle. We're going to inhale, cartwheeling the right arm up into warrior two. So as we inhale, right arm reaches forward, cartwheels all the way back. As we exhale, we find warrior two. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. Front heel intersects with the back arch of our right foot if there was an imaginary line. Shoulders draw away from the ears, rolling them down the body. Coming as deep into that front leg as we comfortably can today, looking to produce that parallel line to the ground, knee stays over ankle. Keeping the lower body nice and stable here for me, flip your front hand. Inhale, bring the torso forward as you exhale, right hand to right leg, left arm reaches overhead, reverse warrior. Activating through that outside edge of the right foot, reach with the inhale, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, go ahead and straighten out that front leg. Heel toe maybe one time in. Toes are still going to be staying out for us. Inhale, breath brings the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bend the elbows, grab onto the opposite one, and come on in, goddess pose. So come on in as low as you can. You'll feel it. Your heart rate is going to start to climb pretty much right away. For that reason, I like to have a little fun in goddess. I like to sway a little side to side here, maybe close the eyes, explore how it feels. Even if it's a little hard, we can do hard things, right? Nice job. Releasing the arms, bringing the left arm to left thigh, reaching the right arm up to the sky, actively pushing the thighs out and open, feeling the shake. You got it. Inhale, breath is gonna bring the arms up overhead. You get to straighten up your legs. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift up from the chest. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Left toes turn out. Walk the right leg out as much as you need to. Inhale is gonna bring you through crescent lunge. Reach the arms up. Press through that back heel. Exhale, hands come down. Step it back. Plank pose. Option to take a vinyasa here or take a rest. Catch your breath. Tuck your toes. Pull the hips back to your heels. Bow your head to your mat and catch your breath. Whatever you decide to do right here, just know that it's the right choice. There is no right or wrong when it comes to listening to our body. So remove that label and just let yourself be. When we're ready, we'll meet back up, downward facing dog. Taking it into the other side, inhaling the right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Swivel on that back heel. This time, left hand finds the cartwheel. We inhale, taking it all the way up and back, sinking in, warrior two. Adjusting your stance here, adjusting the feet, finding your foundation, reaching the arms out. Flip that front hand as you inhale, torso forward. Exhale, left arm to the outside of the leg, not dumping our weight into that hand, just having it there as support. Reaching the right arm up, opening up the side body here. Keeping that knee going forward. Notice if it starts to track back on you. Nice work. One more inhale to reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, breath. We're going to straighten the leg. Heel toe the feet back in. I'm going to turn so that I'm facing you guys. You can stay where you are on your mat. Taking it back into goddess as we inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, clasp in, settle in. Now see if you can go a little bit deeper, round two. Pulling the elbows back a little bit more. Opening up the chest. Recognizing if your knees want to come into center. Imagine you're kind of pressing the knees out here. Keeping it nice and open. This time, the right elbow comes to right thigh, left arm reaches overhead, and if it's comfortable for you to kind of look past left shoulder, rolling it back. If it doesn't compromise your neck, go ahead and take it there. Reaching one more time. Nice work. Inhale brings you all the way back up. Exhale is going to drop you in to warrior two with your right leg ahead. Inhale, come through crescent lunge. Get as low as you can. Pull the shoulders back as you reach the heart up. Press through that left heel. Exhale, hands drop. Right leg steps back. Plank pose. Inhale, breath forward. Exhale, lower for your vinyasa. Inhale through cobra or upward facing dog. Taking it back to downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Pedal it out, and then slowly bring your knees down to the mat into a quadruped position. So you're going to be on hands and knees. Shoulders are going to be stacked over the wrist. Hips are going to be underneath your knees, or over your knees. Good luck with that. So what we're going to do here, we're going to practice a little dancer or tiger pose, but on the ground. So we're going to inhale that right leg up, pressing the foot to the ceiling, bending at the knee. Now this might be kind of where you stay today, totally fine. To practice a little balance, and it's okay if you fall, open up the right handprint as much as you possibly can and press into the top of your right foot for support. From there, you're going to kind of lean your body weight into the right hand and the right leg and see if you can reach back and grab that left foot, that ankle, the pant leg, and once you find it, kick your foot into your hand to support your balance as much as you can. Lift up and out of that right shoulder by pushing into the ground. This is the secret to standing dancer, pushing that foot into the hand and finding that push and pull to find your balance. One more big breath. And then slowly release everything back down. Nice job. Take a second here just to kind of bring the hips back, finding your child's pose, giving yourself just a moment to breathe. Release the tops of the feet to the mat, and as you inhale, come to stand on your knees. Bring your hands behind you, framing your spine, fingertips pointing down. Inhale, lift up from the torso, and as you exhale, look up and back, slowly coming into camel. Try not to just push your hips forward in space. Keep the hips in line with the knees, and just start to explore the world of back bends. Now this could just be a tilt of your head. Maybe your back is a little bit more flexible this morning and you're finding one heel, reaching the other arm up. Maybe you're to the point where we can bring both hands to the heels, pressing the hips and the heart up, letting the head fall. Wherever you are, breathe here. Take a big inhale to support, use the core to come all the way back up to stand. Handprints come down to the mat. Inhale, breath is going to shift the upper body forward, and as you exhale, lower to your mat with control. Bring the legs together to kiss. Point the toes, bring the forehead to the mat, reach the arms behind you. Take a big inhale breath. Exhale, let it all go, flatten to the mat. Next inhale, inflate the body, lift the upper body, lift the legs, reach your fingers towards your heels, point the toes, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, slowly come down. Nice work. Hands come up to the shoulders. Inhale, breath presses you back up to your knees, finding hands and knees. Nice job. Let's take it to the other side, shall we? Right leg lifts this time. So, foot is flexed to begin. Press the foot up to the sky. Use your left side body for balance. Sometimes it's more helpful to move your left hand a little ways out from underneath your shoulder just to give you some extra space. But just find, what works for you. Slowly come off of that right hand. Use your core for balance here. If you fall, it's fine. I'm wobbling. It's part of the process. Kick into that handprint. Press your left foot into the ground a little bit more. Don't dump your weight into that left shoulder. Open up the chest. Pressing into left handprint, left foot. Kick a little bit more. If you have a yoga strap, this is a nice place to bring it into your practice. One more big breath. Slowly release. Excellent work. Give yourself a break. Sit back in the heels. Catch your breath. Be proud of what you just did. You got it. Inhale, breath. Slowly come up to stand on the knees. Hands come to the spine or framing the low back. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, drop the head back. Mini back bend. Option to take camel. Beautiful. Come all the way back up. Handprints come forward. Slowly shift the weight. Tuck the toes. Transition down to the earth. Zip up the legs. Reach the arms behind you. Forehead to the mat. Empty the lungs completely on an exhale. Inflate up as you inhale. Option here to bend the knees, grab onto the opposite or the outside of the ankles, and then find that kick once again into the hands, helping you lift the thighs off the mat, lift the chest a little bit more. Yes, you can. Breathe and believe. You got it. One more big inhale. Slowly with control, release on the exhale. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale, breath pushes you back up to your knees. Exhale, round the spine, child's pose. Catch your breath. You're doing great. When you're ready, keep those toes tucked underneath you. Inhale, breath, lift the hips high. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this time we're just going to start to walk the feet towards our hands, nice and slow.
Enjoy this journey. Crisscross your feet here. Roll from the ball to the heel until your feet are placed behind your hands. Take your time to slowly roll all the way up to stand like a rag doll, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Roll the shoulders back and down. Close the eyes. Smile. Fantastic job. So we're going to come into a short standing series here, taking everything that we've kind of worked up to this moment with us. So coming once again to the top of our mat, going into standing dancer pose. Remembering the secret to dancer being the kick of the foot into the hand to help balance. So instead of focusing on bringing your body weight forward right away, get the kick in the hand ratio under control, and that will allow you to get a little bit further depth in leaning forward. So as we inhale, we're going to bring the left arm up overhead, already starting to find this lift from your torso. Bend the right knee, grab on from the inside, and if your knee went out to the side like mine, before you go anywhere, zip that right knee back into the center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, small tilt forward from the hip, and we start to lift that right leg and kick as much as you can into that right hand. Softness in the left knee, no locking out of your joints. Try not to grip into your toes. And as you get more comfortable with kicking into your hand, come down a little bit more, hinging from your hip, reaching that left arm out. You got it. If you fall, come back in, shake it out, try again. Nice work. With control, bringing yourself all the way up. We're going to take it into eagle. We're going to bring the right arm under the left, interlace at the elbows, bring handprints together, or maybe you just grab on to left thumb. From here, cross the right leg and start to come into a seated posture like chair pose. Now maybe this is where we stop. Maybe you can sink in and wrap your right foot underneath left calf muscle, pulling the shoulders back. We've been doing a lot of opening up the front of the body, so just a little counteraction here to open up the upper body, compressing everything into center. You can do it. And now big release as we inhale, reach the arms out long, bring that right knee bent, possibly staying here, or maybe straightening that right leg out. Hold. If it feels nice to find a little pulsing here, engaging the core, opening up the chest. Now swim the arms behind you. Once again, interlace the fingers, push the knuckles down, and sweep that right leg behind you. Beautiful. Nice work. Flex the right foot, keep your hips square, push your knuckles towards that right heel. Yes, you can. Left ankle is shaking. I'm sure you're feeling it. Slowly come all the way back up to stand. Release the hands. Shake it out. Nice job. Let's do it on the other side, shall we? All right, so this time, right arm is going to reach up to the sky. Exhale, sink the shoulders. Grab onto that inside of the left ankle. Draw the heel back in together. Inhale, breath to lengthen. Exhale, start to lift that left thigh. Kick into your hand. Soften the right knee. Bend from the torso. The more you kick into that hand, the more you'll be able to balance. Breathe. Finding something to kind of fixate your vision on here. We call it your drishti. Is going to help focus the mind, concentrate your efforts, and just be another tool you have here. But if you fall, if you shake, if you come out, again, that's not the point. Just try again. That's why we call it practice. Slowly, with as much control as we can, coming back, taking it into eagle on the other side. Left arm under right, sinking into chair, pulling the hips back,
And maybe this side, your toe just stays, that left toe could stay as an anchor to the ground for helping with your balance if this is new to you. And just starting to kind of figure it out. Maybe your balance is a little wonky today. This side can be different than the other. Pull the navel in, pull the hips back. On a big inhale breath, we reach out and expand. Left knee can stay bent, or left leg can extend. Possibly taking it into some pulses here, engaging your lower abdominal muscles, pointing that toe back to your face. Or you're right here, still doing great work. Keeping your arms nice and active, opening up the handprints, pulling the arms back. Now we'll swim the arms behind us, interlace the fingers, push the knuckles down as you sweep that left leg behind you, coming into airplane pose. Softening the right knee, flex through the left foot, reach the knuckles towards that left heel, and imagine putting your footprint on the wall behind you. Still lifting up through the chest, even as you hinge forward from the hips. Nice work. Slowly bringing yourself all the way back up to stand. Shake it out. Roll those ankles a little bit. Catch your breath. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Enjoy this forward fold. Stay here for a moment. Let this just kind of release your back, any tension in the low back, shake out the legs. And then when you're ready, we're just gonna slowly drop the hips, bend the knees, and come down to the earth. Sitting onto your mat and bringing yourself all the way down to your back. Nice job, the hard work is done. We're almost done. Take a second here and hug the knees into the body, rounding out the spine, just giving it a little love. You're welcome to kind of rock side to side here, bringing your heart rate back down just a tad. And then when you're ready, we'll bring the feet to the mat, walking the heels nice and close into the glutes, tucking the chin so that we can keep the back of the neck nice and long. Move my ponytail out of the way. Bring your hands alongside. So we will have 2 times going through bridge or full wheel. I do encourage you to take bridge first and then kind of just listen to the body to see if full wheel is in there as well. So when we're ready, we're going to let that same exhale breath from when we are on our belly release everything from the lungs, so that the next inhale we can press into the heels, start to lift the hips off the mat, making sure that the legs stay parallel distance, activate through the quads, lift up. Excellent. So you're very likely aware of a bunch of different bridge variations. Feel free to take whichever feels satisfying for you here today. Maybe that looks like lifting the heels. Maybe it's walking the shoulder blades in together, interlacing the fingers and pressing those knuckles once again, opening up the chest. Just making sure that we're consistently and continuously lifting up from the hips, activating the glutes without kind of puckering them here too much. Using the muscles of the back to help lift the front side. 5, 4, inner thighs squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands. If you interlace, walk the shoulders out. Slowly bringing your spine down to the mat. And then just taking a release here. It might look like a windshield wiper side to side. You might hug the knees back into the body as well. Catching your breath and just getting ready for the next go around. If you think you're going to take it up to wheel, maybe you just spend a minute here getting your wrists ready, rolling them out, taking it all the way up. Now there's nothing wrong with taking bridge once again. We're going to set up similar, bringing the heels nice and close, knees track over the toes. Don't let your legs open up wide. If you're going up to full wheel, your hands are going to come alongside of the head by the ears. Fingers point towards your shoulders.
Same thing, trying to keep the elbows as parallel in and not pushing out as we can. Let the exhale breath release everything. And now as you inhale, push down, press up, and come up. You can lift the heels here and just still find that upward lift, pressing into the ground, letting you go up a little bit higher. Breathe. It's going to be uncomfortable. Your mind is going to tell you to come out of the shape before you need to. So just try to stay, trust a little bit more, and breathe. You have 5. You're doing it. 4, 3, 2, and release with control. Tuck the head. Slowly come all the way back down. Roll out your wrists here a little bit. Walk the shoulder blades out. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the feet together to touch. Let the knees open up nice and wide. Settling in here for just a moment. Allowing yourself to get really vulnerable. Opening up the entire front side of your body. Maybe you bring your hand, right hand to belly, left hand to heart, just to kind of catch your breath. Taking a moment of gratitude. This practice today could have been one that's outside your comfort zone, having you try new things or just going deeper into your practice. And for that, you should be proud of yourself. As you lay here, opening up the entire front side of your body, taking with you this courage, this desire to be seen. A lot of times we can have that self-doubt, that worry, those negative thoughts creep between our ears and tell us that it's better to just kind of clam into ourselves, to get small, to close off our chest, to close off our heart, to prevent ourselves from being hurt or disappointed. But when you find that this love that you have within you that's meant to radiate and shine to others can't be diminished or diminished by other people, you can continue to shine your light even brighter despite any roadblocks or difficulties that you might experience. Finding that the path to peace and happiness begins and ends with you. The connection you have to your mind, to your body, that is where the secret lies. When you feel comfortable or ready to bring the legs back in together, take them out nice and long, and just give them a minute here. You can bring the hands alongside the body. As eager as you may be to stand up, end this video, and continue on with your day, I encourage you to spend a few moments here in stillness, absorbing your practice from the inside out, and just creating this memory of this moment, and allowing it to be an anchor for the rest of your day. So if and when you find yourself starting to shut down or close up, maybe this practice can remind you to take a deep breath and open up that heart. Thank you for spending your time and sharing your practice with me. Until we flow again,